So basically, China is conducting war against us by every means except through military means. Hostages, sanctions. But look at this news today. Canadian food inspectors flagged 900 items from China over 2 years. That's more than one a day. Let me read a little bit. Canadian inspectors intercepted nearly 900 food products from China over concerns about faulty labels, unmentioned allergens, and harmful contaminants that included glass and metal between 2017 and early 2019, according to internal federal records. The document provides an inside look at imports from China that caught the attention of officials for appearing to fall short of Canadian standards, from gumballs with extraneous metal to 3-minute chow mein that contained an insect, to spicy octopus feet flagged for a non-specific hazard. So I didn't even know octopus had feet. So unlike their fake claims that our Canadian food is bad, that our canola is bad, we're importing so much junk from China that's fake, that's counterfeit, that's poison, insects, glass, metal, and we're just saying, hey guys, that's fine. You can still have my lunch money and I'll still do your homework for you, Biff. Just stop beating me up, okay? Why are we going easy on them? Here's some more from the story. In recent weeks, China asked Canada to suspend all its meat export certificates to the Asian country after Chinese customs inspectors detected residue from a restricted feed additive called ractopamine in a batch of Canadian pork products. A statement by China's embassy in Ottawa said the investigation uncovered at least 188 forged veterinary health certificates and argued the Canadian system had obvious safety loopholes. Chinese authorities have also blocked imports of Canadian canola seeds, alleging they found pests in some shipments. The federal government says it has tried unsuccessfully to send a delegation of inspectors to China to examine the evidence. They won't even let us send inspectors. Do you really believe the Canadian pork farmers had forged veterinary health certificates? I guess that's theoretically possible. There's more than 35 million Canadians, and most of them eat pork, frankly, all the time. I think we'd have heard about health problems pretty quickly if they were forged veterinary certificates. I think we would detect those. Who would even think of that? Forged veterinary certificates pretty quickly. I've never heard of them in my life, but China has, you know? No, they're lying. But we're rolling over? Why are we letting them ban our food for no good reason while we let their food in with 900 good reasons to keep it out? Oh, and look at this. Chinese researcher escorted from infectious disease lab amidst RCMP investigation. Public Health Agency of Canada describes it as a possible policy breach, no risk to Canadian public. Let me just read a little bit from the story. A researcher with ties to China was recently escorted out of the National Microbiology Lab in Winnipeg amidst an RCMP investigation into what's being described as a possible policy breach. Dr. Xiang Wo Chu, her husband Ke Ding Chung, and an unknown number of her students from China were removed from Canada's only Level 4 lab. On July 5th, CBC News has learned, the students didn't speak much English and kept to themselves as a group. I don't understand. So we just have this whole Chinese unit in our country. They don't even speak English, and they're just working in our top secret confidential research facilities. A level 4 let me read some more. A level 4 virology facility is a lab equipped to work with the most serious and deadly human and animal diseases. That makes the Arlington Street Lab one of only a handful in North America capable of handling pathogens requiring the highest level of containment, such as Ebola. Security access for the couple and the Chinese students was revoked, according to sources who work at the lab and do not want to be identified because they fear consequences for speaking out. Sources say this comes several months after IT specialists for the NML entered Chu's office after hours and replaced her computer. What? Her regular trips to China also started being denied. So my theory is that they're getting information for the People's Liberation Army on an Ebola weapon. That's just my speculation if I had to guess. China steals industrial secrets all the time. They steal industrial secrets even more vigorously than they steal military secrets. Nortel, once Canada's leading high-tech company, was destroyed by Chinese hacking. It just was, and you can't blame that on Trudeau, actually. In fact, every Canadian government for decades has just turned a blind eye to China's intellectual property theft. Chrétien, obviously. Paul Martin, obviously. Even Stephen Harper. Why? Why him? That's an excerpt from the Ezra Levant show. Every day I do a video monologue and then I interview an interesting guest. And then I end by reading my hate mail. But you've got to subscribe to it, which you can do at therebel.media/shows.